Alright guys, I am live in Indianapolis, doing a short little watch tonight. Not going to be out here super long tonight, but got here for a little bit. Been a lot of activity on the radio. Things on my way home and decided to Southwest District is hopping, but I'm right now in East. Just a crazy night tonight. How's it going for the film? In the house, Johnny. Going, guys. So, alright. I'm going to start having trouble reading this because I'm driving. No, he's not with me. This is an impromptu thing. Just got done with my robotics club. Tons of stuff going on and all over Thursday night. I might as well it also records to my and it also Hey, I'll tell Polly we are here. I won't tell him. You can tell him I'm here. You can tell him I'm here. But yeah, but he wasn't live yet, and then just as I was preparing to go live with this, I got a notification he was going live. So anyway, there's got a little bit new, got some new equipment out here. Oh my goodness. Inside, let's just street, and then there's lights right here at the Speedway. So let's see what's going on. Things are going on. Looks like they may be packing up here. Yeah. Cops, but I hate bad things that some cops need to, like last week. Man, that's what I live in. Yeah, there's a lot happening right now. Crazy. Busy tonight here, so I'll jump in here. This is just a small accident. Woman was shook up. I heard on the radio. I'm not really. They're clearing the scene right now, so it's just I heard on the radio about 8 o'clock, just shortly after 8 o'clock. So that's been going on a little while. That was one of the many calls made. Maybe tonight's the night to go out. I'm busy tomorrow night. I want to hit the Speedway back there. I want to make sure that they shut down radio communications, and then we'll see if that makes any difference tonight, if you know what I mean. Hey, thanks you. Yep. Bender Hoosier, yes, thank you for throwing that link in there. Appreciate that. Sometimes I'm going to be able to see these comments, sometimes I'm not. It depends on what the backdrop looks like. Is Josh still in town? He is not in Indianapolis, but I'm not going to say where he is. I have an idea of where he is, but he's not right here right now. Let's put it that way. I have been in communication with him Hey, King Kong. I've been in signal breakup. Yeah, sometimes the communication right through here is kind of crazy. That speedway back there, it just gets really bad. It's like a little hole. None of the services, it doesn't matter whether it's Verizon, T-Mobile, AT&T, or Sprint, they all just have really bad reception right there. I live really close to that speedway, and none of them get reception in my house. It's amazingly horrible. I don't know why. We're right in town, so. Oh man. Yeah. So anyway, we're just gonna cruise around here and see what happens. Guys, smash that like button, guys. I can't tell using this app. I can't tell how many likes there are, but I can see how many are in the watching it. Looks like 21 right now. And I don't know if that counts Facebook or if that's just YouTube or what, but I don't have a big Facebook following on this. And it's kind of intentional. There it is. With the equipment that I'm using now, I can at a glance tell what district the call is in. If I miss something on the call, at a push of the button, I can replay what was just said, and so that way I can get addresses correct, which that's tonight. Thank you. Yeah, smash that like button. Appreciate it. King Kong, is it better now? Thank you, Lori. Yeah, Lori, you are my master mod tonight. Appreciate it. Hey, Ruth, how you do it? Yeah, back in the saddle again. That's right. So I'm not going to chase all over town. I am looking for something, very specific in specific areas. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, the patience of an angel. Hold on. Go Diddy. 14, I'm switching over to Speedway real quick.
Southwest District. I don't know why Southwest would be going to Speedway, but that's further north and south.
3 minutes ago, less than a black convertible sitting right out of the parking lot.
There's an area of this district that gets kind of happening and excited, and I think I'm going to probably run into some excitement tonight. We'll see. Hello to Texas. Hoosier, I believe, is at home. He's kind of the opposite direction for me to go get him where I am right now and where I was and where I'm going to be going in a little bit. So it was, and I'm not going to be out that long, so it didn't make sense to get him. I'm not going to be able to go out tomorrow night. I've got some responsibilities tomorrow afternoon and evening until late, and then I've got to get up early in the morning. It's a long day Saturday, but I'm hoping that Saturday I can be out here some, so we'll see. And I may connect with Hoosier on Saturday.
Anybody else in his apartment? Sure about the plate.
Is anybody?
Truck plate Tom King 417, Nora King Adam.
So guys, as anybody who's watched me for any time knows that that my faith in Jesus Christ dictates a lot about me. I wish it dictated everything about me. God's working on me in areas, but it's important to me. But I had a call from a friend tonight. And I consider these things. I don't always agree with them, but I consider them. And this friend of mine I've known for a number of years. He was kind of giving me a hard time for the incident when Hoosier got tased. I honestly believe that I did the right thing. I was there documenting what was going on. I was there complimenting the police actually up until they got really stupid and did stupid things. But he was like trying to put off on me, why was he over there? And it's like it doesn't matter why he was over there. He wasn't doing anything wrong. He just felt like we were being antagonistic. Can you guys help me out with this? Am I being wrong for being there with you? I don't think I am. I think that what I did was perfectly right and appropriate. And when he unlawfully and outside of their policy tased Hoosier, I called him out on it. And I don't think that was wrong. Am I missing something, guys? What happened to the charges he got? Well, he's out on bond. There'll be a hearing. Unless they drop charges, there'll be a trial. What they charged him with is they're going to have a tough time with that. And I don't want to get into legal defenses right now, but if you look at the statute and look at the circumstances, they're going to have a tough time with it. And that officer's going to have a tough time with his actions, even if the charges on Hoosier were legitimate. And I'm not saying they are, but even if they were, that officer's actions were completely outside of the scope of the department's policy for use of force, and specifically also their less lethal force. It's not less than lethal, it's less lethal force. So in other words, taser is considered lethal force. And to ramp it to that point, that's just absolutely... go to lethal force that quickly. And to give you an idea, in their policy, they say that the ECD, that's what they call it, electronic control device, ECD, is a higher level of force than chemical spray, and it's a higher level of force than striking somebody with a baton in particular nerve mass areas that will cause them to fall down. So it's a very high level of force. And he came with all intention of doing that, knowing that all he was doing was videoing. And he backed Hoosier up. Hoosier willingly backed up and got clear behind the second car, well behind it, and then out of nowhere, boom, hit him with the taser. That absolute, no warning, nothing. That was incredibly uncalled for. Looks like there might be something going on in this parking lot back here. I'm going to go take a look.
2106.
Get on 14 control.
Area 14.
Chris Johnson, if you will go to my About page, there's and look for my email address. You'll probably have to do a CAPTCHA thing and send me an email with your contact info, and I'll reach back out to you. It probably will not be until Sunday or later, just because I know what this weekend looks like for me. It's probably maybe one of my busiest weekends of the year. if you will send me an email. If I have time in between things this weekend, I'll give you a call sooner. But I just don't want you to count on it, bank on it, that sort of thing. But yeah, send me
I'll send you a message.
send me an email, and I'll look into. I'll reach out to you and tell you what we can do. Okay.
5247 East 32nd Street for an incomplete call. I wasn't here, so I'm not sure.
Well, this is interesting. This is a light, and I'm not sure what this is for. They got a bunch of cameras. Security, official surveillance unit. Huh. Let's see if I can read what this is.
acre 136 and acre 257 just marked on screen. I have no idea why you would
24-hour audio and 24-hour audio and video surveillance. That's interesting. That's interesting. I didn't realize that was even a lawful thing to do, is to have, because they're not a party to conversation. That's interesting. And there's one on the other side as well. Very interesting.
250 and 228. This is for 5717 Durham Castle Court.
Let's see.
250 and 228 at 2105. It's going to be a black male, blue polo shirt, blue jeans pants.
Love you. Oh, thank you, Robert. Appreciate it.
What was this? Is that person?
Yeah, that's it's a camera that the PD and the store have access to have audio. That seems a little bit iffy on the legal side. Robert definitely had Fourth Amendment encroachment. I'm going to go back and look at some of these comments here. You got a lot of those in Washington. I think that'd be an interesting thing to look into, the legality of that, constitutionality of that, to put audio surveillance up in places like that. Made you aware of the audio recording. Sign doesn't violate wiretapping. Well, yeah, I'm not talking about wiretapping, because wiretapping is very specific, but eavesdropping is the issue here. And what if somebody doesn't see that sign, doesn't read that sign, not able to read that sign? So you're assuming quite a bit on a person when they do that. You're allowed to record any conversation that you're a party to, or somebody that's a party to the conversation authorizes you to security audio and video in public is when they compliant. Okay, well, and John Speedway would know. He's in that business, so that just, it seems a little creepy to me. But hey, I'm just asking questions. Notice I didn't say, "Oh, I know that's illegal." No, I didn't. Not saying that. Just asking questions, because it seems a little bit off. But John, I respect you, and I know that you're in the business, and you say it's compliant, then I believe it's probably compliant. Not saying I think you're infallible, though, so it's something I would still personally think worth checking into, but I would tend to think it probably is compliant if you think it's compliant. How's it going, Tony from Tennessee? Right, you're right. Indiana's one party state. Yeah, just ask the governor, who orders everybody else to wear a mask, but then doesn't wear one himself sometimes. And orders everybody to stay home from the Indy 500. Well, no, I take it back. He didn't order it, but it was based upon his orders and the requirements that the health and Department of Health and the hospitals and everything else were putting on the Speedway, that they finally came to the decision themselves that they aren't going to have fans in the stand for the Indianapolis 500.
Yes.
but the governor's going. So, you know. Yeah, I'm with you, John. I've got a lot of respect for your knowledge in that area. You know, and I know you wouldn't just speak out of your butt and just make something up. So, you know, there's a lot of people I have respect for, but I wonder sometimes that they might make something up. But I don't think that's you, man. Moses, San Diego in the house. Thank you, appreciate it, Moses.
In my run for California fires and narcotic drugs.
Yeah, only one person needs to know you're recording if they're a party to the conversation. What we were talking about is out in a public place having recording surveillance going on where potentially nobody in the conversation was aware. And what they're relying on is the fact that there's a sign that says we're recording you. And what I don't know is, he's saying it's lawful. I can certainly understand inside of a building. On private property or something, but out in the open and private property. I wonder what the range of those microphones are. And is the range good enough that it can pick up conversations before somebody would be able to, from further away, where somebody would be able to read the signs. So one thing I'm curious about is, it says it has audio. It says it specifically has audio, John Speedway. And so that was my concern. The video I've got no concern about, but that specifically says you're being video and audio recorded, and the audio is the part that I've got concerns about. But it seems odd that a big corporation like Lowe's would do something that stupid if it wasn't compliant with the law. But it just seems kind of odd. Hit that smash that like button. Thank you, Lori. Man, you're on it, man. You're on it tonight. Thank you. I don't know why I say man, because obviously, Lori, you're not a man. But I'm starting to sound like Joe Biden. Oh, man. I don't, no, I don't want to do that. Oh, man. When are we going to get two good choices instead of two bad choices for president? I'm not a fan of either one. I know I've got a lot of Trump fans in here. I ain't mad at the guy, but and I don't blame him for the stuff that we're in right now. But there's just, what I don't like about him is he claims to be a Christian, and some of the way he says things are not very Christian-like, and that bothers me. But politics, there's very, very few politicians that I like. Very, very few.
Yeah, that car is now our victim now. So yeah, 2.6, so you get there, I'm going to hit the truck.
Oh, who got booted?
Yeah,
Lowe's and Kruger have him in Washington. Okay. It's hard. Every once in a while I can look over and look at the chat. I'm sorry if I missed anything significant or important. John Speedway probably knows about where I am right now.
Heavy units is closing, go with them.
Man, Southwest is blowing up tonight. I just don't have time to get over there in that area tonight. I wish I did, because I'd pick up Hoosier if I was going over there, because I'd go right past him. But man, it's Southwest is hot tonight. John, I don't know if you've got what you got going on tonight, but man, if you want to hit the Southwest side, man, that's just
2113.
This is crazy. you ever audited the women's prison near Speedway, Indiana? I haven't. John, have you audited that? That's a good question. ADG, how you doing?
Reference that's the vehicle at the Marathon gas station. I was advising that it has a black front fender on the vehicle and the tank was almost empty. Color spotter is the owner of the vehicle. He's got his name and his black base, but I don't have a DOT form.
Yeah, I'm just up here living the dream.
237, 212, right?
You know, that might be a good thing for us to do sometime is go check out the women's prison. There's also a facility closer to me that might be worth auditing as well. It's kind of like where they go right before they're going to get released. They do some dog training there and so on. It's just south of Michigan, north of New York.
Go run northbound in the neighborhood, back in the neighborhood.
Harrisville running northbound to the neighborhood.
It used to be a juvenile facility at one point. That's what I'm talking about, but yeah, having a walk area is kind of important. Sidewalks are important for me for that kind of audit, just because I can't walk very far, and so I ride my scooter, or some people say my sleigh, and so I need to have a place for that. Some of these guys like Speedway and Who's Now, you guys can do the walking, walk over the grass and whatnot.
Is that Village Street over?
Yeah, I'm gonna turn here, I guess. We can get up into Lawrence. I really don't want to spend a lot of time in Lawrence tonight.
In background, and the female dealing about good.
They used to have Live PD used to have a regular presence in Lawrence, which is a city within the city, just like Speedway is a city within the city of Indianapolis. But Lawrence had their own, people with Live PD that rode with them all the time, and I just, so there's probably some excitement there. But not my, maybe one day in Lawrence. There's a couple of other little towns in the area that I intend to spend some time in when I've got the opportunity.
2176.
And can you check with Southwest?
Something.
And the recent break
going on right in front of me here. It's weird. I'm not seeing. Oh, that's AAA. Never mind. Okay. I was trying to. What are the yellow lights? But no, it's AAA, so no big deal. Yeah, PayPal is better than chat, but you know what? I ain't mad about it with chat. They don't take 60%, but I think they take either 35 or 40%. But still, they it's quite a bit, and I ain't mad if somebody does it. It makes it real easy for somebody to help out. I just know that you're helping out YouTube also, but they're a business; they got to make money. But PayPal, that's all mine. I like, and I get that money quicker. Where super chat, super stickers. Hey, I gladly accept it. But the money is a lot slower. One thing with this Prism app I'm using tonight, I wanted to try it, but I think if I missed a super chat, because we're talking about a super chat, and I don't see it if you're using the regular app, all you've got to do is there's a place where you can look at the, here, let me see what this does here. No, I don't want to do that. Yeah, so there's not a place where I can just look and see what the super chat is on this app.
273, 257, Joel Person, 2915 North Graham Avenue. Anonymous caller, Beachwood Gardens. Advisors a group of 10 people loitering and believe that there are weapons.
Okay.
That's all right.
273, 257,
248, that's 45th and Robinson Boulevard.
Yeah, 17.
Okay, I need to figure out. I look. If I'm looking at the light, I can see what button I need to push. I need to figure out what button to push so I can replay recordings like that and see exactly where that was again. But can't do it right now.
257 Joel Person, 2915 North Graham Avenue. Anonymous caller, Beachwood Gardens. Advisors a group of 10 people loitering and believe that there are weapons.
Graham Avenue.
That's all right.
2915 North Graham. 4950, I must hit the right button. 4915 North Graham Avenue. Let me see where that is compared to where I am right now. I may be close, I'm not sure. Just a second. Away. So that probably doesn't seem as promising. 11 minutes away, it's just people being loud and boisterous. Something went silent. Did I turn something off? Oh, okay. Got done with the replay. Hold on. Let me hit the button and continue on.
45th and Robinson Boulevard.
Yeah, 17.
So I'm just learning how to use this radio. I'm not using the scanner app tonight. I'm using the radio, so I'm learning how to do this.
273, 257 Joel Person, 2915 North Graham Avenue. Anonymous caller, Beachwood Gardens. Advisors a group of 10 people loitering and believe that there are weapons.
That's all right.
273, 257.
Maybe I do need to go there. Thank you, Laura. Appreciate the love there. Appreciate it. Yeah, we were just talking about that. Okay, I'm
45th Robertson Boulevard.
Yeah, 17.
okay, I'm gonna list this address. See, it's 49 or 29. 15.
22119. 273, 257 Joel Person, 2915 North Graham Avenue. Anonymous caller, Beachwood Gardens. Advisors a group of people loitering and believe that there are weapons.
That's all right.
273, 257.
Okay, I'm going on to the standing. It's a little bit far from me. It's even further than what I originally thought.
Radio 0429.
Help me to stay on the street.
Oh, the 2924. Well, it looks like a gun.
There's a big difference. There's either a gun covered in foil or a foil that looks like a gun. Yeah, it's funny. Wow. Maybe tinfoil in the shape of a gun is a bigger crime for adults. This is kind of a seedy area of town.
This is 225 and it's going to be reference gray or tan vehicle parked the wrong way. It's been over an hour and they've had issues with vandalism in the area.
There was a cop at that intersection. A cop or security guy, couldn't tell which. I didn't notice in the last second.
Pretty much, make sure you're clear. George 511 reported shots fired inside the perimeters.
Sounds interesting.
Not such as fireworks anywhere.
Fireworks. Yeah, it was northwest anyway.
3.
Yeah. Up here on the right is big strip joint. And they're still closed. So that's interesting. I don't even know what to say about it. That's just nuts. Craziness there.
Calls going to request a taxi. He's going to be paying us cash. He's going to try and get to 1223 East Marlowe Avenue. As far as he can get on $23.
So there's somebody just trying to get a ride. Cop's not going to help him. Hey, when they talk real quiet like that. Very, very busy before everything got shut.
You down there kicking rocks?
Hey, kicking rocks. That's funny. I wonder if California. Oh, what is this? I can't think of it. I can picture him. He likes to tell him to kick rocks. Please ask him, are you kicking rocks? What is his name? Somebody help me. Somebody help me. Who is it that says that out in California? I watch this stuff all the time and I can't think of it. My brain is just not working right. Who is it that says, he's always saying kick rocks? Something Desert Community Watch. Low mountain or low desert. Something. What is it? What's the guy's name? Strippers went outside of Marion County.
510.
Yeah.
Stop your build when you're wearing a gray hoodie and dark pants. The other one's going to be short, but a dark hoodie and dark pants both have a light blue surgical mask.
That's Northwest District, so that's a long way away.
See where we're meeting at, on 9 or inside the housing district? First shot, sure he shot me ankle, he's breaking breathing stable.
Somebody is shot. That's East District. That's, if you're where that is. Oh, you know what? I bet that's that call that I decided not to go to. Oh, man. I really messed that one up, didn't I? Oh.
suspicious person, 2727 East 86th Street.
363.
Yeah, I'm gonna miss one every once in a while. High Desert Community Watch. Thank you, Jen. High Desert Community Watch, yes. And bonus round, what's the auditor's name? I can't remember it. Oh, man, I've got his phone number. We've talked on the phone. He's actually a really nice guy. Oh, man.
Okay, that's fine. Control when late shift breaks, just have them relieve her and let one of the late shift supervisors know. We'll take care of it.
He's pretty cool.
Okay.
He's been doing it a long time and a huge channel. My allergies are stopped up.
I'll flag it down.
You can donate here. You can donate either on my PayPal account. Mods posted to the PayPal. Or you can donate with Super Chat, Super Stickers. I prefer PayPal because I get all of that money. And I get it faster. But I ain't mad at somebody if they donate it another way. I mean, I'll take it however anybody gives it. I appreciate it. I'm not going to beg for donations, but I'll gladly accept them because that keeps me on the street. So, mods, if you've got somebody here asking about not being able to donate, so go ahead and put that link in the chat. Help them out. Help them help me. Help them help me.
Pitch North District 42, Adam 254, Adam 237, Adam 254, Adam 237. Check the welfare of a child, East 46th Street, Guilford Avenue. Approximately 10 to 12-year-old black male, black shirt, black pants, on 46th Street trying to stop drivers. Caller is concerned about his well-being. No further. 4600 North, 900 East.
I know of Johnny 5-0. I've never met him. I've never talked to him on the phone, but I do follow him. I've got him. I subscribe.
369-2133, 1000 unit.
Not saying I watch everything he does, but I've
358-2133.
I hope he gets, I know he's struggling with cancer right now. Hope that works out for him. Bill.
We're going to need a
Bill has rights. I love that name, by the way. Philip, yes. Philip, and I'm not going to tell you his last name, but I know it. Philip is his real name. Super nice guy. Hey, Indy Transparency News is in the house. Appreciate that.
And who's the unit with the victim right now?
We've got a fair number of 1A auditors, cop watchers here in Indiana. I don't think you can ever have too many.
I didn't. What was it?
There is certainly room for more.
Intoxicated is requesting you at 3736 North Meridian Street.
This was an impromptu watch, mainly in my side of the town and north. I'm going to be. My daughter is working tonight. She's been getting off a little bit early tonight, so I'm just kind of driving around till I get a call or notification from her, and that may have just gotten one. Telling me when she's ready to get off, so no, that wasn't her.
You put us on the list for need relief. We don't have counsel.
But yeah, I'm basically driving around till my daughter gets off work. In December, she's going to be driving on her own, so I'll probably do some.
Control K-Man 26 out with his partner 25, 16, 14. Pretty of orders out with them.
Here, 1023 Harvard Partner.
We'll pull in here. I've got to read a message real quick. And see what's going on.
Thompson Franklin.
Okay.
Control 1721. Pushing on that 11 run. Got one car.
1721 at 2135. The furthest unit in Michigan.
Two more down.
Clear 231, 250.
All right. Now let me look
It's
at
a 21-year-old
this.
overdose on Dennis.
Yeah, PayPal is actually preferred. PayPal is actually preferred because,
Right, 69, I guess.
yeah, okay, I guess he is pretty open about it. Because PayPal, I get the money quicker and I get all the money. YouTube takes a significant chunk out.
262 at 2136.
Yeah, YouTube
247, 269 disregard.
Yeah.
We're checking on
Let's see here, what district is
super
this?
further. The address is from Indianapolis.
Northwest District. So, just so you guys know, now I happen to still love it when people donate through Super Chat or Super Stickers, but YouTube does take, I think it's like 40% of the, 35 or 40%, something like that, of that money, and you don't get it until, you know, till late in the following month. Where with PayPal, you get it pretty near immediately. I mean, you can, for a small fee, get it immediately, or if you wait until you get it the next day, you get 100% of it. They don't take anything out. So PayPal is definitely preferred, but I ain't mad at you if you, however you give me. I'm never going to be upset because somebody gave to me just because they didn't give to me one way over another way. I'm just happy. I'll just, you know, I'm just going to feel blessed that people like my content enough to donate. I do see a couple of police cars heading north on Shadeland, and I think I'm going to see where they're going. I may have missed a call or something. So I'm going to drive north here and see if I hear any action. What happened? Why is that?
242.
Here we go.
Yeah, let you come out and talk to me, please.
Okay.
You're surprised the amount of gas we burned through, and then just the investment that goes into this. In Indianapolis, for 3 cop watches in a row, over multiple weekends, they shut down communication to where we couldn't hear their broadcast over the app that, you know, Broadcastify on your Android, on the Android app, or if you've got an iPhone or an iPhone app, because they didn't want us to know what's going on, so they
David, 345 and another third shift unit for disturbance.
So for
9129 Rockville Road.
So for nearly $1,000, you can get a really nice scanner that will pick up the tactical channels too, and it's programmable. It's very complicated. I'm just now learning how to use it, but that was an investment in this. The camera rigs and lighting,
Son versus a female.
microphones, and adapters, and all that stuff costs money. But we enjoy it.
Well, Frank.
I'll be honest with you, I find it fun. I enjoy doing this.
It's Frank 256.
and I appreciate people that enjoy watching it, helping me out, and I'm never going to complain about that. I'm not going to sit here and beg you to give me money. I'll, like Hoosier News now, when he got
Mickey's
tased
Market Storage Solution,
unlawfully.
male name Volvar, is on scene at Pasco.
I did get on the live stream and asked people to donate, and people did, and we were able to get him out as soon as they set the bell. They waited until the next day to set the bell. It happened on a Saturday evening about 8 o'clock. Well, a little before 8 o'clock. They had him in the jail at about 8 o'clock and didn't have bell set until after 2 p.m. on Sunday, and 2:19 p.m. I had the receipt for his bell being posted. It's because you guys did a great job and helped get that raised really quickly, and those are the kind of situations where I don't mind asking for help. He was totally abused in that situation. The other officer on the scene,
Hospital Suicidal Female, 6923 Green Gate Court, 4800 South, 6900 East,
he
Portable.
actually went over there and tried to get the officer to let him go. I didn't realize that. I couldn't hear that conversation, but that's what Hoosier told me, and I believe him. You could tell by his posture, his mannerisms, that he was not happy with his partner, and I put some pressure on him. But unfortunately, the sergeant those guys down there on the southeast and southwest districts, they've got it out for Hoosier, and because he's embarrassed him on more than one occasion. It's not going to work out well for him.
Okay.
Yep, handheld scanner. Yep, that's why I've got one too now. Freedom of Film. I've got the Bearcat SDS 100. It's the latest and greatest, supposedly.
Stephen, S-T-E-V-E-N.
Yeah, hey, True Seeker, I appreciate everything you do, man. You are there supporting, commenting, talking down these trolls that want to lick the boots of the police, no matter what evil they may do. And you're down there, you're giving it right back to them, and I appreciate it. When cops do well, I point it out. I think that we need to point it out when they do right. But I also think we need to point it out when they do wrong, and hopefully correct that behavior. I may need to head downtown.
Well, A.N. or P.N.
This is just not getting a lot of activity right now here. Like I thought I would. Yep, that's right, Laura. You are exactly right. I love the fact that you guys are here. The fact when you're here and you're commenting, what that does is it tells YouTube that there's something going on here that people have some interest in, and it helps get that suggested in the suggested, and helps with the algorithm. So being here, commenting, the more you comment, the more you hear, the better. So do not understate
1 minute ago
your contribution. Okay, let's
First name's Alan, common spelling. Last name's Stewart, S-T-E-W-A-R-T, 330-72, and both number.
Well, A.N. or P.N.
A.M.
Ay, coño.
328-3314, supplement number on.
okay. Let's
Reference 2 mils running, it was 42-14.
okay. I'm going to try to replay that.
1-9 dispatch. Control Winnipeg 333 to 364.
Not sure why I'm not. It's not working right. Still trying to learn how to do this. Now, this is the replay button.
1-9 dispatch. Control Winnipeg 333 to 364. I'm close.
Okay, so now I know exactly which button to press. Yes.
1-9 dispatch. Control Winnipeg 333 to 364. I'm close.
Sounds like I may not have hit the replay in time. So no, I'm gonna press no.
1-9 dispatch. Control Winnipeg 333 to 364.
I hit the wrong button again.
I'm close.
Okay, nope. Let's go on. I hit the wrong button to hit the replay. So it's going to take me a while to get used to the scanner.
It was in the blue in the White House on the corner. White female, blue jacket, white or dark leggings. Walking south down the alley between Jefferson and Hamilton. The colors no following now.
Oh, I know that area. A little ways off, but it sounds like just knowing that area, that sounds like it could be interesting. A lot of drug activity in that area.
Available. Start for 828 South Emerson.
Down there.
47.
Yeah, that was
5242.
yes, thank you for all those 49 likes. Unfortunately, with this app, I can't see how many likes there are right now, but I appreciate you giving that feedback here, Lori. We're all learning as we go. I appreciate it. I truly, truly appreciate it. Oh, man. We've got 38 in the house, 45 likes. That means there's been a little bit of turnover. That's all right.
13 negative.
Late to the show, be glad you're... Oh, yeah, very much so. Thank you, hey, lady. Yeah. It's hard to read these comments and drive and everything all at the same time. Gotta be careful. Driving has to be the top priority. That's the key. That is the key. Got these laws now to prevent people from driving while they're prevent people from using their phones while they're driving. And it's good. So there's a roasted crock pot at home. All of a sudden everything got quiet. I wonder if I'm going to have to switch to TAC channels here. Yeah. I'm going to have to get over here and see if maybe they've switched to TAC channels, because it has all of a sudden got incredibly quiet. here. Get some messages here on the phone. Okay. Let's says interesting. Okay, I want to mention AFA has been rolling off air and only going live when he gets to a call. He thinks the pigs are watching his live. Yeah, I think they're probably watching my live too. Not anymore. I'm not in shape enough to patrol anymore. But I'll tell you what. I enjoyed it back when I was patrolling the streets. Something new here in my scanner. And hold on just a second. I'm going to have to figure out what's going on here with my scanner. Yeah. I don't care if they watch my live feed. It doesn't matter. It doesn't keep me from finding them usually. Although, this is a Thursday night, so I'm not expecting a ton tonight. But we'll find some action. And if they're watching me and they're behaving themselves, that's causing them to behave themselves and more power. That's good. The sergeant the other night asked if I could have a wrench in my life. That's hilarious. That is absolutely hilarious. The sergeant asked me to have a wrench. When Hoosier was in the car being taken to jail, hold on just a second here. Almost got where I need to be. All right, now we're in the right place. So when they had him in the car, he said they were watching my live stream. They thought that I was trying to follow them because they were taking me to a paddy wagon, and they realized that I was just going to Hoosier's house. And they finally decided to go on. Yeah, they do their best to keep on top of things. That's fine. Let them. Our tactics will change as their tactics change. And, it's unfortunate that they see us as an adversary. I don't see myself as an adversary to the police. I see myself as somebody who wants them to do well. And I want to be able to video them doing it right and having great results, doing things by the book. That's what I want. That's good for everybody when that happens. Unfortunately, when it looks like it's going to be that way, they screw it up. And I don't know, why that happens. It looked like that was going to, last Saturday, that was going to be a really positive thing. And then Officer Snowden, who had to, pull his taser, go sneaking up, creeping up on Hoosier, who was, just videoing the car. Something he's done hundreds of times. And they know that. They know who he is. They knew what he was doing. And they know that it's not illegal. And he left, helping somebody out to go mess with Hoosier. And then with full intention of tasing him. He had the taser out before he ever got past the first police car. Then went between the two cars and went over to him, holding the taser behind his leg, and then backed Hoosier up a good bit. Hoosier backed up willingly. This guy kept closing the distance when their policy says to maintain a distance. Instead, he gets closer, and then all of a sudden, out of the blue, boom, hits him, tases him with, it's still with lethal force. That's tasers are considered lethal force. They're less lethal force than a gun, but they are in their general orders. It's called less lethal force, not less than lethal, but less lethal force. And the highest level of less lethal force is the electrical control device, ECD, which we commonly know as the taser. So tactical, okay, sister tactical. I'll find the right. Right now I'm going through my scanner trying to find out why I'm not getting any activity on here. Should be getting a lot. So we'll be moving here again momentarily. I missed the hills in southern Indiana, the area. So, yep. Used to be a lot of hunting down there. I don't get to do that stuff anymore because of my gimpness, but that's all right. I heard somebody say that the older he gets, the better he used to be. Okay. Figure out how to get to my favorites and service times. Law enforcement dispatch, law tac, law talk. Multi-dispatch is on, multi-tac is on, multi-talk is on. exit. That. And before. Alright. Alright, so now I've got it scanning for something close to me. Actually, I don't want to do that. Because okay, guys, I'm gonna take off from here in just a second, and I'm not sure what's going on, but the scanner seems to be scanning. I'm not sure why it makes Excuse me. Excuse me, man. Sorry about that. Had the sneezes. Got a car watching me here. Cop in a SUV or what, but well, I'm gonna see what it looks like we may be. Alright, turn this off and let's get out of here. Why that car is just sitting there looking at me. Kind of odd, wasn't it? Well, this is an area that can get interesting. Left Iowa for Oklahoma, I said. Okay. Yeah, snow. I actually, my wife loves the snow. I can take it or leave it, but not her. I can take it or leave the snow. But my wife loves it, and so if she loves it, we're going to be someplace where there's snow in the winter because I love my wife, and that's the important thing. Gotta love your wife. Gotta love your wife. That's important. I've done something stupid on my thing. Hey, Save the Humans, how you doing, man? I missed being on Polly Crispy Live tonight, and I'm assuming News New England is going to be starting up here in a moment. Hey, guys, if you want to watch some cool panels that have got various auditors, get to know some of the auditors better, Polly Crispy Live and News New England. Both of them good channels. Paulie Crispy Live is a newer interview channel. Not necessarily just interviews, but they just panels. People come up. Sometimes it's people in the 1A community. Sometimes it's people that are just interested in learning more about people in the 1A community. They come up and ask questions, or ask questions in the chat. Really informal and fun. Paulie Crispy Live. He needs to get some new subs. He's just starting out, but he's growing pretty quickly. So, I would just ask all my subs to go over to Paulie Crispy Live, subscribe to his. He has panels every night about 8 o'clock. I'm on there frequently, not every night, but frequently. So check him out. News New England is later. He usually comes on 10:30, something like that. They both do them at different times as well. But check those guys out. Subscribe to them. They're pretty good guys. They very different styles from each other. I don't like everything that they do or say, but we can certainly learn from anybody. And I'm sure they don't like everything I do or say, and that's fine. But that's what makes the world go round. Differences of opinion, different views, different ways of doing things, and they're great. Yeah, thank you for posting those links in the chat. Subscribe when you go there. Let them know that I sent you. I mean, I think that they. I try to talk them up. I think they wonder sometimes if I do, or if I, maybe they know that I do. They just don't think I have much influence over anybody, and I probably don't. But let them know, that I told you about them, and I think they would probably appreciate that. They're pretty cool cats. I'm going to pop over to the cell phone. Let me look here. I got a message. Yep. My wife was reminding me that I have to pick up my daughter, and I just gave her a big thumbs up. And that's kind of important. Don't forget your daughter. Daughters are important. So I'm going to pop this.
$3.32 and $3.27.
All right, I'm going to go to the scanner after a minute. And
3.54. 36 at a certain moment. 3.5. Good. What's your point on that track? 3.3.
So gas prices here, 201.9 for regular unleaded. What are some of the gas prices where you guys are? Thank you, Truth Seeker. I think you'll enjoy it.
Avenue. Spoke to the female half of the disturbance. She's advising that Bill is definitely intoxicated. She quickly got off TX. It sounded like her kids were trying to start a fight with him.
He's hurt me record for a Dodge Durango.
Shot which way 107.6 was from Keystone. If you're by the 65 and Raymond exit, can you hop on the southbound and meet up with Baker 221 so I can get there?
Great.
So you got back there.
Okay. 399. I'll get another car in a second. 2207.
I'll go with her.
1721.
Okay. Go.
Admin confirmed negative with a regularity card. It's an infraction. D's in your run. And there's also a photo.
240.
Hey,
Thank you.
John Speedway, if you're still on here, I was thinking I might head up there Saturday night. I know there's no fans in the stand, but I'm wondering if people are still hanging out up at Speedway, given the races tomorrow. Let me know what you think.
1050, Mr. 52.
Baker 326, Baker 337, Baker 326, Baker 337. Assist EMS 9037 East 38th Place, apartment K3. The apartment's down the gas station. A female is unresponsive. CPR is being started. EMS is en route. 3852 North 9000 East.
You close out Baker 362, no report.
341? Go ahead, 341.
337, crap, I'm
Baker 362 and 337 2208.
John, I was thinking about going there Saturday night.
Okay.
Yeah, give me just a sec.
You see, people browsing around and
351, Teddy's about to back on.
There, thank you.
yeah, Saturday morning I'll be in church.
10-9 unit, last unit number.
331.
Yeah.
There, 46 times.
Edward 335, Edward 331, timeout 2209. Edward 311, disregard. Control box low.
I'm going to head
Call
over to this
I'm
call
going to
with,
ending mileage is 0609.
yeah.
Control Beach Road 58.
Control 58, 2209.
Subject listing from 10-0.
4.
Oh, wow.
4911.
Somebody's dead.
327, 330 disturbance. 5042, Project Circle.
GP8 at 2209.
327.
Here, let's go to you. Apartment, since there's 302. 365.
He says he has his flashlight from his cell phone on.
Truck 333, truck 332, two truck registered to 5 Kennedy Street, Southeast 31.
Yeah, right now what you're hearing is the app.
Southern.
I was having some issues with the scanner.
East of the intersection.
I'm still a novice at it, and I did something and got it out of scan mode, and I was having trouble getting it
Almost
back
to the
here.
entrance of the other
Scan the
complex.
right area, so
2210.
I'm going back to the
He's
scanner
going
app
to be
right
on
now.
ground with his flashlight on.
Thank you.
Yeah, I've got it playing through my car stereo. That's why it sounds so good.
349.
But man, I screwed up. I'm a novice at the actual scanner. But I'll get it figured out. Had it working right, and I pressed the wrong buttons evidently.
349, 237. What?
364, 326, River further steering service.
He's in the car right there. Anything.
2211.
They were just on the phone with each other, screaming and yelling. I'm going to bet that's him.
Well, actually, can we pin this 21 run since that's gone? They're going to go ahead and put me on this 22 disregard 326.
Here's Health and Supervisor.
Yeah, his name's Peripheral Mejia, M-E-J-I-A, 116 of 04.
354, where you at?
Can you possibly spell the first name for me?
326, your service. Beach Road
58.
is this
So-
pure natural?
Paulie Crispy, live, he has an idea of me going, whoa, this guy's kind of driving crazy.
323.
He has an idea of me going out, doing an audit in a both those guys are in that light. The second one was not even close. He has an idea of me going out and doing an audit in a Santa Claus costume. What do you guys think of that?
321.
I don't know if he wants. I should ask him, would he rather be doing an audit or a cop watch in a Santa Claus outfit? But he said he would provide the Santa Claus outfit. Got a few other ideas for it as well. We talked about. That's kind of stuff you hear on Paulie Crispy Live. But he's going to provide me the Santa Claus outfit
324. You can probably get to right now.
and have me do a audit or live cop watch in a Santa Claus outfit. What do you guys think? Think that's a good idea?
Everything.
schools have just opened. Some schools opened a couple weeks ago, and some schools opened this week. Most of them are doing
Negative active on the 2009 Pontiac to Malik Winslow.
not full time.
330.
359. Attention over 52.349.357 for the missing child, 48 Village Bend Lane. Medics are out here.
Get this kid
They
back
are.
to school.
We just have an adult male for a checkout. Well,
Hey, still want that's the last. Still want a copy of the night of this. Still working on it.
It's going to be male and female.
Yeah, no
Are
full
doing their
review.
3 to 4
Yeah, I got the
hours
real
in the
beer.
house. Caller is a child.
He has an officer there.
I work in Lawrence. He's just west of the Fort Creek intersection off of 62nd Street. Okay.
So now, if I raise the money that I need to raise in order to have my beard shaved off, I am going to do that live on live stream as well as on one of the panels at the same time. But
353, missing child, 4308 Village Bend Lane.
I'll have to wait until after I do the
49.
Santa
I got four
Claus
RTX myself. I can give you the number one ready.
cop watch or
But just reply on that
One
one
AI.
corner. I think the orange might still be on too.
that would be fun.
Work on it. Check.
I could, hey, we're all out of. somebody gets butthurt like, hey, we're all out of coal this year, but I do have some preparation H for you.
Sorry, 1099 on available bill.
and toss them some preparation H. With her butthurt.
76 in Michigan.
Train 328, 2258.
Gotta have a sense of humor about it.
Go ahead, sir.
Can you pull a case number for this run?
I got you.
A white case.
Yeah, for
359 and 337 and 2216. Southbound towards 38th Street. Boyfriend was chasing, threatened to shoot the complainant's home. Complainant in a blue Chevy Malibu. Subject in a white Charger chasing the complainant possibly with a gun. She's headed to 2005 Runaway Bay Drive.
Good talk. We got a couple more cars up here left. Yeah, they're supposedly in the alley. Both cars.
Picker 342 and 348, 2217.
Sorry, you're covering my TX. I heard what you said. What unit is that?
Control to available coroner that can copy the TX.
349 needs more cars. 767 North Concord.
344.
767 North
10
Concord.
thank you.
Not sure where that is.
351 1.
David 344 and 351. All three at 2217.
Okay.
221.
Units around the Lafayette Road in Georgetown for the rolling disturbance of the weapon. Speedway is going to be aware if the complainant is not answering on callback. Unknown direction of travel or further.
330. 10-4. Here.
Drove up here in the car. Seems like it's supposedly maybe forgot it.
Your case number is going to be Ida Peepal 2000.
That guy's really fine. All right.
83985. Again, 2000-83985.
You've got three more cars en route, sir.
Something big's going on. Something
359.
big is going on.
And 358, and 369 at 23.
We're going to head to that big thing.
Are you with the medics?
Control 321, can you got me a plate?
Go ahead.
They just pulled over and said they can't find you. At 2218.
Where?
Yep.
Oh, that's way over.
1214.
Next, so 13 and 11 on the Concord Road, please.
2218.
Yeah. I
Control
can't-
PKTC3. We please want P10 1042.
I can't get to that.
PC3, 1042 at 2219.
I'm going to work my way toward downtown and
Can you check 38 and 15 for crime scene for 23?
See if I hear anything
David
exciting.
339, David 328
On my way
for a domestic
downtown.
at 41 at 2822 Valiant Drive.
It does seem like often when I go to pick up my daughter that we get into some excitement. So this might be a good thing.
2219.
Yeah, I did leave.
Yeah, mine solo tonight. It was an impromptu thing. I just heard a bunch of stuff on the scanner and decided to jump on. And
38th Street. He thinks the scanner is going to be in the cross street. He said the
there's things
house
going
in
on.
front has
Everything's going on close to where I was when I got done with robotics.
Or suburban something along those lines.
And
if you can't find anything, don't worry about it. But I figured maybe I should.
decided, well, I'll go ahead and do a little bit of since I can't go out tomorrow.
I copy George Lincoln Henry 96 Adams.
Most Friday nights and Saturday nights I'm going to be doing cop watching. Just not tomorrow night.
Negative. George Lincoln, 896 A. Adam.
10-4.
They shot him. He shot in the air.
Hoosier News Now is out. William was asking any news on Hoosier News Now. He is out of jail. He got processed at the jail about 8 o'clock Saturday night. They did not set the bond until after 2 o'clock on Sunday afternoon. By 2:19, I had a receipt for it being paid online emailed to me, and it wasn't until 11:12 p.m.
I just
that they
talked to
finally
the
processed
operator
him out of
and
jail. So,
I'm out.
there's no reason for it to take that long. That kind of stuff needs to
31.
stop.
We found that
Okay.
There's
331, that's affirmative.
he was on Polly Crispy Live. You can go to Polly Crispy Live, look at it, and you'll see one of the one of his panels where Hoosier was interviewed on there. He kind of went through
David 356,
Blow by
David
blow,
338 with disturbance and 6370 Morrisville.
item by item what happened. Shed some light on what was said between he and the officer. Of course, we don't have that recording yet because they're holding his phone as evidence. He will be able to get access to that for discovery, I'm sure. But as to when he releases that, I don't know. That'll be him and his attorney. I don't know if he has an attorney hired yet. I know that he is talking to attorneys. I don't know if he may end up needing two different attorneys, one to defend him and one to help him with any pending lawsuits that he might have against the city. The city would be incredibly foolish if they don't offer to settle very quickly on this.
51.
Officer was well out of bounds of their own policy, and they, he.
343 control, disregard him.
So there was a failure on their part, properly train, properly supervise, allow this officer to be out there with deadly weapons like that, and this has to end. So the city they don't want a precedent being set on this because this law that they use claim that all emergency incidents, regardless of their nature, are the same size is absolutely foolhardy and
Several individuals in the middle of the street down in St. Clair. Looks like down there by Concord.
And that is not going to hold constitutional muster, so they don't want that challenged. So my guess is they'll probably buckle on that.
Northwest 23, 337, 359, Trouble with Person, 389 Georgetown Road.
There have been other laws similar to this that have been overturned in other states. it's only a matter of time before
321, copy and plan.
it gets challenged, and this would be an interesting one, interesting case to challenge it.
You're gonna put me on disregard him.
349, you're in charge.
You know, City of Indianapolis,
You can take the 320 person.
they've been precedent setting before. For example,
Thank you.
they actually charged a guy. They pulled over a car, and they wanted to ID the passenger. It was a traffic violation, and they wanted to ID the passenger also. The passenger said, "No, I'm not going to ID. Forget you." And they ended up charging this passenger with failure to ID and resisting arrest. And I think there may have even been a physical confrontation. I'm not sure. But it went to court. He was found guilty. It got challenged and up to the state Supreme Court. And the state Supreme Court says, well, you can't resist an arrest. It's not lawful. You can't. There's nothing in any law that requires a person to identify themselves to the police unless they are about to be charged with an infraction or a crime. So they changed their policy after that. That became case law in Indiana. So Indianapolis has a history of helping create case law from their stupidity.
37, 20 seconds. Sounds of a disturbance in the background.
Yeah, if there's a 50 cars available, it can come out here as close.
2225.
Yeah, I wish I could go over there, but I don't have time.
Both at 2225.
3 back on in about 30 seconds.
Stupid charge. Yeah, you know, I don't know as much about that one because I wasn't there on that, but it sure sounds pretty ridiculous. I watched the live stream, and I don't think he impersonated a police officer.
You sent me from Beach Grove Police. It's been released.
I don't think the woman who he arrested for charges on thought he was a police officer. I don't think she thought he presented himself as a police officer. She did assault him, and he immediately had a police officer
333 is negative on a white.
Take her into custody, which is the exact right thing to do.
I am not seeing it. Stand by one. I'll go ahead and get it typed up. You have a male there or a female?
So yeah, there's some stupid things going on there. Madison County
St. Clair and
Boundaries. I'm sure a lot of the other law enforcement agencies around here not real happy with him because we've had Josh here making making a lot of people's lives a bit less pleasant. What's interesting is when I've been out with Josh, though, he's actually has had some very positive interactions with some police officers. People think he hates all police, and
I located a 2009 Pontiac Vibe that's
the others on the scene. Yeah, that happened to me. What was that? At the Beach Grove melee down there. Oh, you just turned off. Otters on the scene. Otters on the scene. Yeah, you know, it's like, why are they so upset about people watching what they're doing? What do they have to hide? You know, the government does not have the right to privacy. People have the right to privacy. The government has an obligation to transparency, and people have a right to privacy. That's what these people in government need to come to understand, is the difference between an obligation of transparency on the part of the government and a right to privacy on the part of the citizens. And until they come to that understanding, it just, things are going to be rough.
This guy has a gun in his car.
Oh, this guy has a gun in his car. Oh, no.
323 on 2.
I've got multiple guns in my car.
Chaplain 7.
I don't plan on shooting anybody unless it's in self-defense.
329.
But, you know, I'm freaking out on the radio because this guy's got a gun in his car.
323 on 2.
Let's get 10 cars there.
Overdose. 3605 North Whittier, place to be a female thing stood in the middle of the street with a male who was overdosed.
Thank you, Save the Humans.
349, 315.
Yeah, I don't have time because that's we're on the other side of town, and I've got to be downtown in just a little bit to pick up my daughter. So I can't go. I wish I could go. That would be a good one to go to.
From JD's reference postcard 2375.
That would be a good one to go to. That's for sure.
82nd Street.
I am not taking a very direct route to downtown. I'm going through some of the roughest areas in town to get there.
Clear. Any fluid COVID symptoms?
We're coming up on the highest crime index. Oh, there's a police car right there.
2230.
Hey, did you see yourself on my live feed, Mr. Police Officer?
2125.
Now we're getting ready to come to one of the highest crime intersections. There's a marathon right, and
2130.
they're
in the garage for PM.
at least there. It was pretty amazing how frequently there were shootings there. Average, there were some week, but it's wow. It's probably been.
2130.
And I know, but man,
Good.
got a pretty pastor
They
in
said that
this
they will
area.
meet you at 96 in the Agate Street. Please want to disregard.
Cars go. 3 cop cars going the other way. I wish I had time to go follow up, and they're going wrong. I'm going to go this way.
344.
Man, Buffer and A, I appreciate you saying the humans. Let me know that. Is it getting better? Oh. Come on. Don't disconnect me. Don't disconnect me. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. There's some areas here in Indianapolis where the coverage simply is not good, and it frustrates me too. I appreciate you hanging with me through those times.
1659.
It just sometimes it gets kind of hairy.
2800 Riverside, please.
Edward 311, sure. Go for 311.
2800 Riverside is 2230.
Beautiful area right here.
You're a long talk.
I should have. One of these days, I'm going to be taking a tour of Woodward Place, which is what we just passed. Beautiful area. Surrounded by some really rough areas.
Is transporting a male 17th and Mid-Hoffer and Obi Southway.
Attention cars, North District, beat 31. Shots fired. 4054 Cornelius Avenue, 3100 North, 400 West. Attention cars, North District, beat 31. Shots fired. 4054 Cornelius Avenue, 3100 North, 400 West.
Oh, time to go there.
I'm sorry about your guys' location. Change it 2233.
Come on, guys.
2137.
Do that kind of stuff where I am. I'm going wrong.
Before you get here.
Adam 371, Adam 354, 2233. Caller heard 8 shots in the alley behind the location, possibly at the house south of the residence. Nothing else seen or heard.
336, 1661, you guys can get 10.
Probably firecrackers, I'm guessing, but you never know. Although Indianapolis is one of the highest rates of
354.
homicides in the country.
354 from 336 at 2230.
Yeah, we have a huge high homicide rate here in Indianapolis. Thank you.
4 4.361, disregard.
Thank you, Mayor Hawks.
Yeah, 21's good right now.
Mayor Hawks said, but H-O-G-S.
Sir, can you make sure on 1042?
Yeah, I'll be able to figure out who that is.
Please work with the phone. Can you try to call back? There's no one else at the door.
10-4.
Yeah, that's like the opposite direction where I need to go.
David 328, David 345, 328, and 345 for a suspicious person, reckless vehicle thing in 31 at 5205 Bertha Information.
328.
Suspicious vehicle thing.
Hold in traffic.
Sheriff 943, you know you're on East District.
Call 11. Lawrence K4.
4.
840 South Percy. I'll get you plate tonight.
Control 337, if you get another alarm, make sure on it. Traffic for 243.
10 o'clock.
Put it out 4501 Beauvoir Drive.
840 South Pershing, 2236.
I'm still broadcasting, but I'll put it in the... Sorry, sir, that was Sheriff 943.
You know, one thing that I have noticed
All 14 with them.
is that
343 is going
with all this COVID stuff,
Sheriff 23, can you do the vehicle search?
it doesn't seem to have slowed down the process. Thank you, William. Appreciate that.
Thank you.
Super chat. Gotta love that.
2236. What's the flight?
Reckless vehicle. Yeah, you got that too, Freedom. So that was hilarious. He's trying to figure out what to call it.
51 Duxbury Lane.
Yeah.
2nd East District 21, domestic with a weapon, 3919 North Bolton Avenue. More to follow, 3900 North, 5850 East. 2nd East District 21, domestic with a weapon, 3919 North Bolton Avenue. More to follow, 3900 North, 5850 East.
Yeah, if I wasn't picking up my daughter, we would be right about there, right about now. That was
fired at 4054 Cornelius Avenue. The complainant just called back saying that he heard 6 shots south of the location, but now it sounds like they moved to back west. 64, the caller is now saying that some...
a lot of these shots fired are fireworks, and so you just never know, because they claim their shots fired, but then you end up finding out that no, it was just fireworks. They say that because they want the cops to come out there and so
locked her door from the inside. Temporary. Some of disregard this phone.
Baker 349, 2237, send another unit.
She doesn't know if they're still inside.
Units around on scene 4054 Cornelius Avenue.
49, you play close.
343 south.
You know, it's not still covered. There's some areas, some parts where there's a few buildings that still have some plywood, but most of that is gone now. Yeah, it took a long time in the city. The mayor still has not met with the business owners.
I'll copy 656 or PC. Sorry, I just lost you guys.
656.
That whole thing could have been avoided. The whole thing could have been avoided.
You copy, hang up.
Bye.
So what happened is
Glock 27, D-Boy K King,
they had
William 088, 40 caliber.
basically stand down until it became
white in color.
a true riot
Osorio,
the first night. And the second night, actually, I guess John Speedway was, maybe it's some of this mixed up. John Speedway taking more, but they, I have to kind of instigate because there's Richfield Park, and they ended up shooting tear gas into the crowd
and has a gun.
where the people were peacefully protesting.
Kicked in the front door trying to get his possession.
It just ramped everything up. And then they kind of, once they got started, they pulled back and just let everything go.
Take a 342.
I think you saved the humans.
This is North District 23.
Yeah.
324.
So So essentially the police got people amped up, and then they stood down.
Specifics on what was going on. 2800 north, 3600.
Go ahead. I promise I won't run over you. I promise I won't run over you. You got a limited amount of time. I got plenty.
Just not a phone and you're fine.
They had the right of way. I wasn't gonna pull out in front of them or drive over them. But they were being really polite, respectful, and saying, "Hey, you want me to go ahead?" And I was like, "No, you need to go ahead." I'm getting a phone call. Hello. You're done? Okay. I'm almost there. Okay. See you in a minute. Bye-bye. Okay, that was my daughter. She is done, and I am actually almost to her. So, but I'll at least continue it as I take her home. And if there's something, if it sounds like there's something exciting, I may continue. I've had to kind of stick around here because I knew she'd be getting off soon. And it's kept me from going to some of the more exciting things. But I may, there is some excitement going on right now, so once I get my daughter home, I believe
Southern and Marshall.
Hope you can get Sub-Zero this weekend. Yeah. Yeah, I saw that. You saw that, huh? Yeah, that's good stuff. I'm not going to get into tonight, but yeah, that's good stuff. Have you been to a Sub-Zero, William?
355.
It's really cool concept. What they do is they make the ice cream right there on the spot. It's all just kind of refrigerated liquid and mixture stuff, and then they use liquid nitrogen to freeze it right there in front of everybody. It's pretty cool. I probably should do a live stream sometime when they're open and walk in there and let you guys see it. It's really a cool thing.
Yeah,
Amanda, new video.
Servants over civil issue at the moment.
Yeah. Primitive film, did you see? Yeah. Let's check that out. What is Sub-Zero? It's an ice cream chain. It's not a huge chain, but there's a couple of them here in Indianapolis. There's a few in a couple different states where they make ice cream on the spot using liquid nitrogen to freeze the stuff. So it's really a pretty cool thing. I like it.
Please.
2242.
And there's my dog.
347, Adam 345, 2242. The car was struck by a male in the apartment.
We're live.
He will be running outside the building.
Go ahead, stop for it. 254. She does not have an apartment number.
So told him I'd stay alive at least until I get you home, but if it continues to stay exciting, I would continue on.
Each car 347 on the
Okay, we'll just wait, I guess.
347, are you here? 10-4. Was it 327? Control 336, Control 352, could you start first decision? Subject that's Sherman and Prospect.
Is the ice cream good? Yes, it actually is good. It's surprisingly good. You'd think with a gimmick like that it wouldn't be good, but it actually, it's surprisingly good.
And it's fun to make.
You can just
It's fun
You
to
get to
make.
play with liquid nitrogen.
Control 352 and 1022, Control 336, Control 359 at 2242. It's going to be on the southeast corner. 3 people on the car lot, no weapons or intoxication.
359, disregard. 335, 1023.
I missed a few really good calls because I knew I needed to be down in this area. It was one of those deals where they were calling for more cars and then more cars.
I think are those lights up ahead?
You want me to go ahead?
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to go. Okay. We might get some excitement right now.
They look like lights to me.
We see what looks like some cherries and berries up in front. It's not the place where the big excitement was.
Each truck 23, K47, I'll take the road.
Okay, let's go. All right.
And control 29, copy plate whenever you're ready.
We're going to get every red light. Because that's our luck.
Yeah.
Control 2171.
That sounds cool. Literally. Yeah, it's cool.
2240.
Negative 321 degrees.
Radio secure.
David 329, copy.
Yeah, you can read it and respond to it while I'm driving.
Go ahead.
Okay, it looks like he is 1099 out of Florida.
I'm okay with doing a little bit of cop watching, but I have a long weekend, so not much.
Yeah. She actually enjoys the cop watching, but
thank you, man. I appreciate
she's involved in musical theater, and this is the beginning of Tech Week where they start moving in and building a set for their production this next weekend.
Not seeing them anymore.
2244.
I'm on this side. It looks like there's some blue up here.
2244. Carrasco residence.
Like, I know there was some. I don't see.
356.
I
Yeah,
just see blue.
it's over on this side.
Oh, I see it now.
Okay, yeah.
There's a car.
The apartment H.
And it may be nothing, but it's
You never
not that
know.
far to take out.
It's downtown. You never know.
Yeah. And they love me downtown.
She seems to be on the naughty list, Indy.
Go ahead and send a supervisor up here for us.
Supervisor for 3919.
Doesn't look like
Truly.
there's anything anymore.
Attention North District 32, Adam 354, Adam 369, Adam 354, Adam 369.
You might just be working security at Kroger.
4347 Winthrop Avenue.
Yeah, I think he's just working security. Oh well.
4 minutes ago, there's Super Marv hammering in the abandoned house next door. I'm sure if someone's in there and not supposed to be, or if it's one that's working on the home. 4300 North, 1000 East.
It wasn't until recently, like Sunday afternoon, I get right over there and I realized there was a Kroger there. I don't know how long that Kroger's been there. I think
Adam
it's...
369, Adam 354, Adam 2226.
Ooh, yay!
Oh, here we go, here we go.
Ooh, yay!
Well,
Yeah, I told you guys that when I picked up my daughter, there's likelihood we get into some action. Didn't I say that just a little bit ago?
That one doesn't fall far from the tree.
Yeah, Speedway cops are going to be bored Sunday, aren't they? I'm wondering though if there'll still be a little bit of party crowd going on Saturday night, even though there's no race.
Probably.
Because you know how it is. So that's why I'm thinking I might head over there.
thank you.
John Speedway was on here earlier. I don't know if he's still on here. We were talking about it, and I may go up there and do some watching with him Saturday night.
Control 1659 on 1023.
3919 North Bolton and 21.
Looks like maybe construction or something. Can't tell.
342, you're on there, 2247.
Oh, well.
Yeah, I mean, YA something used to
What
be.
is it?
So far.
What
is this?
I appreciate it.
Construction.
336.
Come on.
City of Lebanon, yeah, okay. He's just working a side job. Lebanon's quite a ways away from here. He's just working a side job.
Sheriff 943.
Oh,
54 just wrote that last.
So he's probably getting paid $20-25 an hour to sit there like that, with lights on.
I love the sign on the van. I love it.
David 336 2248 339 disregard. Refused EMS, possible highly mental emotional Hispanic female hearing.
The black dog silver does look good.
Being watched here. It's going to be referenced at 1103 on 817.
Control, Frank.
She's your good luck charm.
Yeah. Although that turned out not to be quite as good as we thought it was going to be.
Sadly.
She was on one of the live streams where she was with me. I had Josh Omaha and Hoosier.
Oh yeah, he forgot to pick me up somewhere, and so we had all these people in the car.
Yeah, pick her up. We're on our way home, and they're all concerned about, we're not even going to list the scanner because we're going to be upset we can't go to something. But I said, she's down for it. I told you. No.
And then we see cop lights, and we go, oh, cherries and berries, and they were all confused. It was great. It was hilarious.
So one of the people in the live stream made the comment, oh, what's this? Bring your daughter to work tonight?
I mean,
I didn't even catch it. She's the one that pointed it out to me.
Draper, T-Com, J-King655, and Nora and Mary.
I wasn't with him when Hoosier got tased, but I've seen the video.
Draper at 2247. If you could just make a space in between the street
that was
and
absolutely nuts.
I was at work.
Yeah, she was working, but you know, maybe one of these days she'll be with me when I get tased.
On 10.6.
I hope that doesn't happen.
You never know.
I try not to have that kind of thing happen, but you know, anything's possible.
This pit road happens northbound.
This street tends to be pretty boring.
Right in front of the McDonald's, so to be honest.
54.
Going straight here actually probably gets us home a little faster.
Oh yeah, it does.
But turning here
I'm sorry, you were
gives us a little bit better odds of running into something
I don't have a photo for him at all. And his first...
So I appreciate you listening.
Okay, and his first name is Jahshaad, Jashawn.
This is from
He's from 54, did you say that? This is not you? Okay, I'll start typing. Can I get a southeast car to go to this? Emerson and Eleanor. 345. Doing Pearson references, stolen recovery, being called in by OnStar.
I don't care.
237 from Carroll Marlin.
No, it's south of Beach Grove.
2251. They said it's going to be a gray Pontiac Vibe, and they're not sure
It's
if
not
it's
a particularly
occupied.
exciting one,
It's
so.
showing stationary there.
It's not worth it.
There's more information in that.
If it was another riot like they had at Expo a couple weeks ago, I'd say, hey, you're going with me.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. Appreciate your support. Oh yeah. Thank you, Save the Humans, for putting that up there again.
Rainier Street.
Oh, what player? Tell them what play you're doing.
We're currently doing James the Giant Peach Jr. It was supposed to perform in April.
348, Baker 322, stop for suspicious
We're
persons.
finally, hopefully, going to perform next week. Hopefully. But you never know.
322, 2252, 348, 85.
And right after that, it's going into
Another musical.
347.
yeah. Which one is it? Chitty Chitty Bang Bang? Or?
No, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang already happened.
Oh.
We're going to be starting a new musical, Shrek, Theater for Young Audiences.
Okay. Yeah. One of the girls on my robotics team is trying out for that. She was talking about her tryout song. Yeah, you know who it is.
Well, actually, I think I don't remember her name, but
well,
I know.
I don't want to say it.
I can picture her face.
Yeah.
So their names all blend together.
Yeah. You should see the progress we've made on the
I really should.
thing. I don't have an alarm code, so I can't. I'll have that tomorrow, actually.
Oh, good.
So yeah, the place where our robotics has moved into, we had to move out of the other facility because they were selling it, and now we're moved into another really cool facility that's not done yet because of COVID. I get the alarm code tomorrow. Woo-hoo! So right now I have to have somebody else turn the alarm off when I leave. Which there's a guy who is connected. Oh, what in
There's something.
Trying to find a place I can park that the cops can't chase me off.
I was gonna say there's parking behind us.
Well, but see, they'll go and solicit a trespass there.
You're right.
And so there's hold on a second, hear me. Get my stuff. What'd you say, Indy? Your daughter ever see your chin first? Yeah, she has, actually.
Yes, I have.
I shaved my beard off, actually, Mother's Day last year. And so, yeah, so surprisingly, she has seen it.
My point of view on him shaving his beard is I'm not happy, but if he is, I want to be part of it and I want to shave some of it. If it's gonna happen, I might as well get the enjoyment of shaving it off.
Yeah, so let me, there we go. We'll stay on the sidewalk here so that we can't get trespassed off. Cops are already looking at me. Yeah, I don't hate the cops. I just hate that they sometimes do bad things. Yeah. Cameras are everywhere. Yep. Just now we go through the hassle of changing their thing. Yep, William, you're absolutely right. And by the way, there was I let this one come in by check, but a $250 check I was notified at the office came in today, and I asked them to send out a receipt for that so that the person can get matching funds from that person's company. And so that'll be another $250. So that'll be $500. I've had another $10 and some change besides that. So hey, we're making some progress. I hope we raise $7,999.99. So that way we get almost all the money needed for the kids, and I don't have to shave my beard. That's what I'm hoping for. But hey, I will be honest, and if we get the $8,000 or more, I will shave the beard, and that will be the day. So it looks like this is really, they're just kind of talking, and nothing really going on here. So, but now they know that I'm out, which means that they're going to be changing their communication all for me. I love it.
It's great. For something tiny like this.
Yeah.
Just going for a stroll with the video camera.
And they'll think, oh, look, we chased him off. We know that he's out here, and it wasn't even anything that we were, and now we've got him out of here. So I'm gonna cross. There we go. I got a new cool light here, and it's got different colors, and it's actually a diving light. But it must hang up there. It's actually a diving light, so it's completely waterproof, which is nice. It wasn't. It was actually on sale on Amazon. So I got it really cheap. Somebody bought the last glazed donut. The cops were upset about it. Yeah, that may well be true.
The otter and his daughter are on the scene. I like that.
Yes, we are.
I like that.
What was said before that? Oh, David's in the house. How you doing?
Is you at 5 Blake?
Yep, I appreciate the thoughts there, David.
Neighbors don't know anything.
The police do the wrong thing. It happens a lot.
Sadly. Video proof says more than sometimes for shaving your beard.
Yeah.
Negative.
June
2020.
The last time I was out was with Hoosier, and I was actually complimenting the police right up until when the guy broke off of what they were doing that was good and helpful to cause a problem. And he broke off of that mainly just to go over there and hassle Hoosier because he didn't like what Hoosier was doing. Not that Hoosier was doing anything wrong or unlawful. And he went over there with the intent to tase him. He had his taser out before he ever approached Hoosier. He just kind of had it held down behind his had his right hand held down behind his right thigh. We know he's left-handed now. And he approached Hoosier, kept getting closer to Hoosier, walking him back, gets him back behind the car, and then out of the blue, without warning, boom, hit him with the taser. With lethal force. What people need to understand is that tasers are what they call electric control devices, ECDs. They are lethal force. They are less lethal than guns, and so they're referred to as less lethal force. Billy clubs are less lethal force. Pepper spray is less lethal force. Pepper spray can be lethal depending on the person that you spray and what happens in reaction. So spray is less lethal than is a lower level of force than the ECD, and even the Billy Club is a lower use of force than the ECD. So, this was the highest level of force before you get to a gun. Now think about that. They went from a conversation to using the highest level of force other than shooting him with a gun. Without warning. Without asking his partner to come over, without calling for backup, without any of that happening. There's people say, well, we don't know what was said. It doesn't matter what was said. And I'm not saying that anything he could have said would have been okay. I'm not saying that. He could have said, all kinds of expletives. He could have threatened that, hey, I'm going to kill your firstborn child. And I'm going to cut your balls off and shove them down your wife's throat or something really ridiculous like that. It wouldn't have been right. It wouldn't have been good for him to do that. But there's nothing he could say. There's no words he could use that would justify the jump. The physical actions that we saw. That's what people need to understand. You need to read the use of force policy for IMPD, and it can be found in their general orders starting on of the PDF of their general orders starting on page 81, and the less lethal force policy starting on page 96. And I've attached a link in both the Hoosier Tased live stream as well as the Hoosier Tased just before my live stream video, which is only 4 minutes and a few seconds long, but it captures everything from the time we got out of the car to the time he got tased. That's how quickly this officer escalated things. Absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. What's being said here?
Freedom to Film said, tasers will cause cardiac arrest. A guy died in my county a few months ago from being tased by a county officer. Cardiac arrest was cause of death.
Yep.
Save the humans. Wow. Correct me. I cannot read because I am blind.
Let's go up to this one too. Let's see what this one says.
No, that's what I just read. Then this one says, correct me if I'm wrong, but would have been passively resisting a police officer order which allows the officer to use pepper spray or a taser.
Not automatically. It doesn't allow him to use that automatically. If you read the use of force manual, it is clear that there is a whole bunch of measures they're supposed to do before they ever get to the point of using pepper spray, billy club, or a taser. That is, there's all kinds. First of all, they're not supposed to close the gap. They're supposed to de-escalate by allowing more distance. They're supposed to use they're supposed to call back up so that there's no. Okay, hey, take care.
More resisting. I think that's about it.
Thanks, ma'am. I just need the cause number and date of conviction.
Hurry up. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I forgot that when I go by my house, we hit that little dead zone there. Sorry about that. But if as I was saying a minute ago, if you read the use of force policy and specifically the less lethal force policy of IMPD, it is clear that every step of the way he absolutely disregarded that policy. The fact, even if he was physically resisting, there is a continuum of force that it doesn't immediately go to the taser. And there was no physical resistance. He was not fighting the police officer. He was standing there asking the officer questions, and the officer just jumped from instead of answering the question, he answered the question by zapping him. That's wrong. It's actually not even legal, but it's also specifically against their policy. So
screaming and arguing with several subjects, and the call disconnected. They got the address.
Absolutely insane.
337, Vega 306, Dr. Residential Lot, 5322 Lowell Avenue, needs 42.
Yeah. At the moment he got tased, after reviewing the video in slow motion, he had stopped momentarily at the moment he got tased. And so he wasn't backing up at that exact moment, but he had been backing up and had backed up a significant distance and was well behind the police car at that point when he started off near the front of the car, and the guy kept closing distance. He kept backing up. Finally he says, okay, look, where do you want me to go? And you see the officer pointing off to the side, and as he's pointing off to the side, he distracts Hoosier with that, and Hoosier kind of looks over there, and the guy just comes up with his taser, which he'd already had it unholstered the whole time, but just kind of hiding it behind his leg, pulls it up and zaps him. And it was like, wow. That was rather shocking. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have gone there, but...
North District 33, investigation, 354.
Oh, come on, guys. Let's get this going. Okay, guys, sorry about that. I'm trying to get to an area where this buffering won't be happening as much, and there'll hopefully be some more activity. Sorry about that. I just, man.
David 357, David 345, David 357, David 345. Check welfare per person, 4802 West Minnesota Street, Ryder Logistics. Female, black shirt, dark jeans, dark color hat and cane, standing at the end of the driveway by the street. He's covered in dust and bleeding from both. By Southwest.
342309.
Oh, man. Okay. This is going to be, for the next probably 5 minutes, I'll be going in and out of areas where we might experience some buffering, but hopefully within about 5 minutes I should be in an area where I'll have good connection.
Is it going to be referenced to the same line you're on?
Over here is new jail facility they're building. Isn't it pretty?
Just let me know when you're ready for the way. 20 reason. This is south. Northwest 11. Shots fired 555 North Centennial Street, 400 North, 3300 West, Mortimer.
Okay, so guys, I'm going to make my way to an area that has been pretty busy.
Information only on allowed noise for plane 871 5408 West One Lane, Department 280 Loud music is being loud.
Well, you can release your
Attention cars, resume, about 81. About 81, resume, about 81.
South 415.
South 415.
Come on, guys.
Run a VIN for me, please. It's in my road.
Yeah, I'm sorry. This buffering is... I'm almost out of this area where there's oftentimes bad connection. Sorry about this, guys.
1 in Nora. 4 Adam Lincoln.
Yeah.
2 Adam Paul. 4 Adam Nora.
Yeah, that officer was nothing but a bully.
5177. I should go back to the floor.
It's interesting that one of the things that you're supposed to consider in the use of force continuum is your size versus the size of the other person. And this guy was huge, and not fat, huge in a very athletic sort of way. And Hoosier's a small guy. He's not big at all. This guy was taller and wider, bigger in every imaginable way, and he was just a big bully, and he still uses a weapon like that. It's a potentially lethal weapon. Now, this was not, they claimed that he wouldn't leave an emergency incident area, but there has to be, first of all, an emergency to have an emergency incident area, and it has to be well defined, and it has to be, you can't just say, well, I'm okay with everybody coming through here except you because you have the camera. And that's what happened. They were okay with all the cars driving through that emergency incident area, but they weren't okay with Hoosier simply because he had a camera. And that, that you're not allowed to do.
No, ma'am, I just couldn't tell on my return.
I'm going to go south here on the street.
And then you SWAT supervisor, like a TX communications supervisor. And then you call the 1099 head. You SWAT supervisor, TX communications.
Yeah, that information, I think Hoosier is on that, getting all that information.
Any SWAT supervisor on this channel, TX communications at 3264. Any SWAT supervisor, TX communications 3264.
This guy's going to have a tough time trying to get his qualified, trying to use qualified immunity on this because he was so outside of the policy.
And you just want to read what's in there. Control to supervisor.
15.
Somewhat 310 2475.
So you can use the location too.
I want to take this off of here for a second. Get ready to make a call here.
Please record your message.
Okay. Well, never mind. I was getting ready to call Hoosier and see if he was up and wanted to go out and cop watch now that I'm able to not have to hang around to go take my daughter home. And I've decided to hang out longer, but he's not. You know what? I need to call him a different way. I'm going to have to pull over and call Hoosier. Hoosier, if you're watching, let me know if you want to go hit the cop watch tonight. Southwest District is hopping.
Reduce the litigation to 9325. That'll work.
I'm gonna. There's a place right up the street here where I'm gonna pull over.
I need a car service 139 to 7847 Souter Drive, 61 for disturbance. 331
Let's see. Hey, can somebody see if Hoosier is on News New England's panel right now? If he is, ask him if he wants Indy to pick him up for a cop watch. Yeah. So yeah, can you one of you guys do that, or maybe Save the Humans? Maybe you could see if he, let me know one way or the other. See if he's in the chat on News New England's panel. I believe that panel's live right now. It should be. I would.
Communication supervisor, second page.
I'm gonna pull over for a minute. And
Can you got the plate?
Figure this out.
Indiana plate 308. Robert David X-ray.
Okay.
Could be on a Chevy Equinox. Control west from the.
Okay, so let's see if I can get a hold of Hoosier on a different way, since he probably still doesn't have a phone. Yeah. Intriguing. Let me just send you a message. Typing him a message. I think he's maybe in the middle of something. Okay, so I just sent him a message. We'll see what he responds. And I'm going to wait for just a minute. You know, they might have, but that would be tampering with evidence. There's no reason that the tasing would have done it, because the phone was well insulated. And no, I don't have. The police still have his phone, but he's locked it so that they can't get to it easily. And hey, Chicago PD Transparency. Yeah. So yeah, we don't have the phone. Don't have that video and audio yet. I am eager to see it, but it may be a while before we get that. Even before he gets it. But even after he gets it, he may not release it right away. It really depends on what the police, or not police, it really depends on what the is recommended by his attorney. So I don't want to, presume to know what that would be. But he... pull into a parking spot here. So due process is a long and tricky process. Okay, so he he's not ready to go out tonight. So he's which I understand. I mean, he's got probably some other things going on.
About 3 Fairlane and Indian Creek.
So he's a trooper, man. I'll tell you what, amazing. I know there's no way I could have possibly have dealt with.
You sent her to Southern. Be advised, the caller's hysterical. She just keeps screaming they need an ambulance and they took the body. They're not giving me any info whatsoever.
Let's see here.
Charles 353, Charles 358 at 2319. It's near the Circle K, a white male, blue bandana, blue shirt, black jeans. Going back and forth between the gas station and Cheddar, begging for money.
Hold on just a second. I got to read something here. We provide you
10-4, where are they shot and what's their condition?
Scene 6. Is one of the cases of the front.
David 143, you stepping on traffic? David 143.
320.320 EMS is allowed.
Negative accident.
Okay, so this is interesting.
I'll answer the phone for me. 10-4.
I may have to file an action my own self.
354, I got voicemail call back. Okay, thank you.
So this will be interesting.
Go ahead.
Okay, assessment, not a person shot.
So guys,
accident email.
Negative 339, 328, suspicious person, 2021, Twin Lakes, Ford 62.
I'm trying to decide
There is not a person
whether to
shot.
file an action
Female who punched a mirror.
against the Masshole report for violation of copyright laws. They're claiming fair use. But if you read what fair use actually is, there's 4 different things that they consider. One, is it non-commercial? Theirs was for commercial use. Is it? I'm trying to remember what the others. The last, I think there's an issue with them on all 4 of the things. I don't have it in front of me, but the last one is: does it reduce the market or make it less likely for you to make money from the copyrighted material? And the fact that they attributed what they had on there not to me, but to some made-up channel that doesn't even exist, and they knew it came from me. And they also played another video from somebody else who had slowed it down, and I copyright struck that person, and that one went through as a copyright violation, and they properly attributed that person. So they were doing this to damage me, and we know that there's malice involved because they've lied about me on other things. So should I file an action in court, in federal court, to ask them to file an injunction against them? It will cost more money than what I would possibly make from it, but it would make a point to them that they can't just bully people and use their stuff willy-nilly. Is it worth it for me to do that? What do you guys think? I'll leave that up to. I will take under advisement what you guys suggest. If you want to donate to the cause for doing it, I would appreciate it, but I'm not asking for money for that. I'm just asking for advice. Do you think that's something that I ought to do? I'm leaning toward doing it, but I don't want to.
Car to check 520 North Centennial.
Yeah, I think I figured out why my scanner is having a problem. Why I'm having a problem with the scanner. So I'm going to go back to. Let's see here.
Back 324 and 329.
All 323.
I called a couple more times. Let me get off the phone with medics, and I'll call again.
313, 353. As of now, we're not locating anything. 315 square. Thank you, sir.
I'm still getting used to this.
315. Got it.
341.
That is where we had shots fired just a little bit earlier. 555 North Centennial. Near there.
Forward.
45 minutes.
Rocky. 49, the female caller was saying 526, and the other guy was saying 520, so I'll fit the whole area. In the alley or in the house or what?
Okay.
DD 21 information or report of reckless vehicle in area 38 in Arlington and a through Hummer H Street, going 90 miles an hour northbound, not being followed. Information 2325.
337.
Go ahead.
I'll be following S9 Genetic and 12 to Peyton Meeting. Clear.
If it's not clear or wrong, so there's a follow-on from the incident that allegedly occurred over on Centennial. No one here was shot.
10-4, I'm clear on the no person shot at this location. I'll associate the incident.
353, 354, if you're not close, just go.
Okay.
360. I've called 3 more times and she's still not answering. I don't have any
Now we'll see if this works.
phone number.
Southeast 41, Charles 349 and 250, 349 and 250, assisting at 602 East Thompson Road.
Cleared. Would be a prank call.
First information on reckless vehicles, 45th and Keystone. They said there's 2 vehicles racing at high speed.
Control, Frankie. Can you stop it, please, when you're ready?
349 and 350, 2326. EMS en route to the travel lodge lobby.
Almost there, guys. Sorry about this.
1556, Mega 321, suspicious person, 239 North Walcott, Urban 3 in the East 12. 325 late. 1656.
921, Zebra Young.
Frankfurt 54, approaching
David 336, David 3. 328, David 345.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm almost got this thing figured out. This scanner here is kind of interesting because it's a bit complicated.
2327.
Okay.
359.
359.
Could you start fire over towards Acacia Drive and Live Oak Road or something?
Acacia and let us across the street.
Okay, so I think I've got that set now. Let's see what happens now. I think we're good. Appreciate you throwing that out there. And
Okay, give me the address and you got it. She got a hold of it.
okay,
There's a car on fire at
now I'm going to switch over to the scanner and see if we can get this puppy working right.
Your fire, port, and drive do not intersect. Fire can get us pull up.
Okay, so now I'm on the actual scanner.
I'm standing at the crossroad that's
Instead of the, I want to turn off the one on the phone. I've got a note from Richard. Okay, yeah, he's yeah, Richard's got some other things going on right now, so let's see. And who else here? Okay, so that's interesting. I get a the scanner app on the phone is several second delay, which I knew it was. There's a little delay, but I didn't realize just how much of one. So now we're no delay, and we've got TAC channels, so they can go ahead and try to prevent us from listening. That's fine. Let them try that. Santa's lady. Oh no, it's Satan's lady. Oh man, I wish you weren't Satan's lady. I wish you were God's lady. I wish you were Jesus' lady. But hey, we're in America where you're free to believe what you want to believe. But there's consequences to our beliefs. There's always consequences. And I love everyone, even if they disagree with me. But I believe what I believe is true, and so I want you to believe what I believe. So don't. Yeah, Christmas. All right. Hope you're not offended by the fact that I want you to be a Christian and not somebody who loves Satan. What did you say? I can't. Does that say Santa or Satan? I'm having trouble reading. I'm going to pull in here because I may be jumping to conclusions that I shouldn't be jumping to, because I'm just sometimes stupid that way. I may not agree, but I do respect you. I appreciate that. That's we can agree to disagree on things, and I'm not responsible for what you believe. You're not responsible for what I believe. I am responsible for what I do and what I say. And, part of my belief is that I need to tell other people about Jesus, and I do. But I don't have to convince them. I don't have to. It's not my job to talk somebody into it and be the salesman. The Bible never tells us to be salesmen for God or to be His attorneys. He just tells us to be His witnesses and to be His ambassadors. And so that's the best I can do. And, I can't be worried about the results.
Yeah.
So we get into some philosophical stuff on this channel sometime. William. Let's hold an exorcism tonight. Well, it's kind of hard to do over the phone, isn't it? And anyway.
10-4, he's currently on Southern. He'll be first on the list.
People give me a hard time that, as a Christian, how can I hang out with somebody like Josh? And the reality is that it's not that hard. If a person really reads and understands the Scripture, there's absolutely no problem with me hanging out with somebody like Josh. That's not inconsistent with the teachings of Scripture at all. Now, if Josh was claiming to be a Christian and he acted the way he acts and says and does the things that he says and does, then there could be a problem. But he doesn't claim to be a Christian, and so I hope that he becomes a Christian someday. But it seems like Josh has got everybody in the community either loving him or hating him. There's just it's kind of funny. Well, I shouldn't say in the community, because I think most people in the community, in the actual 1A community, have respect for Josh. As far as people that watch and listen, that most activists have at least a modicum of respect for him, but there are people that people that have watch a lot of this stuff. Some of them don't like him, and oh man, you're all right, but you should be hanging with him, and as a Christian, I shouldn't shun people who don't claim to be Christians just because they don't act like Christians. That's a silly thing. Polly, how's it going? Hey, I was promoting your channel tonight. I hope you got some new subs. Did you get any new subs tonight, Polly? We shared your link multiple times earlier this evening. I think Save the Humans is one of the people that threw that come on. There's a certain section of town, Polly, that I'm trying to get to where you should get into some excitement. It's been pretty busy all day, and they can't hide from me now because I've got the scanner and it includes their TAC channels. And I know they're probably watching me right now. Yeah, I'm fine. Have you ever watched Furry? I have occasionally. I don't watch her often. Him often, her often, whatever often. I don't watch Furry very often. I just, there's a limit to how much you can watch. It's interesting. I am frustrated with the way churches, quote unquote Christian churches, respond to Furry. They don't respond oftentimes in at least the ones that she's put up that I've seen, and I've not seen all that she's put up, and there may be interactions that she's had that she has put up, but of the interactions that she has put up that I have seen, I've mostly not seen Christian people that claim to be Christians acting like Christians, and that's sad. So it's a good question, William, and that Furry is somebody I obviously would have grave disagreements with from a philosophical and spiritual perspective.
Morris and White River Parkway East at 20th Street.
But I think everybody needs to be treated with respect and treated with love, and that doesn't happen. I wonder what would happen if Christians truly acted the way the Bible instructs Christians to act when she went out in front of churches. I wonder what would happen in her life, if there would be a change in Furry's life if Christians did that. How you doing, man? Boy, that's a short name. So right up here on the right is where it all happened. The first video that I ever did that kind of really exploded is one of the very first videos I did all together. It was right here. It was a black guy in a Mercedes that pulled over right there. I was in that parking lot at the Wendy's, and this area, the southeast and this road divides the southeast district from the southwest district, and these guys are out of control at times. They have been hopping down here tonight. Been wanting to get down here, but I had to hang around elsewhere because my daughter was working and I had to pick her up. And I went to pick her up in the rain, but before I could get to her work I don't have a pickup truck, I got run over by a train. Anyway, so much for that song. That just kind of went through my mind. Sometimes randomly these songs pop into my mind based on like a word or phrase or something. I went to pick her up. That's what threw that out there. So, the Southwest District has been really hopping tonight. So Polly, did you get some extra subs tonight? And is News New England on? I've got 2 phones and a scanner. I wonder if I could have the ability to pop into News
354.
Oh, wow. I just missed a message from, he didn't tell me what direction. Hold on just a second here. Well, about 20 minutes ago, I missed a message from... Back when I was messing with the radio, trying to get it working, a bunch of cops flew by Hoosier's place, about 4 of them going, lights and siren. So I totally missed that. Now that I've got the scanner on, I shouldn't be missing that anymore. And I'm going to see... Yes. I'm going to see if I can go on to the News New England. Hold on just a second, guys. Almost.
Location is from landline, no further.
Okay, guys, I want everybody to go to News New England if you're watching on a computer where you can do both, where you can watch me and this. I'm going to try to go live on News New England while I'm live on here on our panel, and just surprise them with a little bit of extra love. Earlier I was having to use my phone for the scanner. I was having an issue with my scanner.
Larry, Adam, King, Edward. First name Artavier, Adam, Robert, Tom, Adam, Violet, Ida, Edward, Robert, 5/1/1988, unconfirmed, by female.
So let's okay. They usually post the link to come up on stream.
Control line 3705 East Vermont, East 14.
139 road.
256, 139, 2346. Clark Readers Residence, Interior Living Room, Motion.
Oh, Save the Human says the chat is frozen on my stream. Huh. Is the stream frozen? No, the stream's not frozen. I'm not sure why the chat's frozen. And I don't know how to fix that. You guys, I'll tell you what. Hold on, I've got an idea. I'm going to, let's see. Okay, Okay, guys, I'm going to pull into the next parking lot, and then I'm going to get off this stream. Give me about 2 minutes, and in about 2 minutes after I get off of here, I'm going to go live again I'll title it something slightly different so that you'll get notifications. But I'm gonna go off this. I'm gonna use the YouTube app and see what happens. See if that helps, because I'm looking at the News New England thing. I was hoping that. So, all right. So I'm going to go off of here. I'm going to end this now, and then I'm going to go live on the YouTube app and see if that helps.